Hi, welcome back to Round the World on Wheels here in Mongolia, episode 2. If you haven't watched part 1 of the video, no worries. Let me catch you up to speed. My name is Sai. I'm currently doing a solo international expedition traveling from Mongolia to Morocco in my trusty Land Rover Defender 110. The main reason I wanted to start this road trip from Mongolia was because I visited this eagle hunter family back in February with Young. We stayed in the winter home for about a week, documenting the way of life. From then, I knew I wanted to come back to Mongolia, specifically Western Mongolia during summertime. So I tried to contact them via a good friend, Doran and Nuga, trying to get the winter home address so I can go visit them when I get to Western Mongolia. So most eagle hunters family have two homes, one winter home and one summer home, and usually they move from winter to summer home around June. So I asked if there's possibility for them to postpone the migration in early July instead, and they said yes. That's why in episode 1 you saw Yuan and I actually drove back to the winter home. Yuan went with the youngest daughter and son, moving the animals on a horse, where I took the mother and the grandson in my car. The whole journey took us 10 hours. And this is Naadam festival in the local area, and they have different ones in different town. One in Ogi, which is slightly bigger, and the biggest one probably in Ulaanbaatar. Aikerym actually participated in the horse racing event, although she didn't win this time, but look at her smile. I guess next time, eh? And I think I see a different side of her this time, because I think she has a lot of responsibilities, household responsibility during winter, and for some reason in summertime I feel like she get to be a kid again. Maybe because all her siblings are back home to help out as well. These are all the awards that she won over the years, and her dad told us from next year on he will train her to be a eagle huntress. So I'm very looking forward to seeing her growing up. There's a lot of decoration inside the gear. I'm surprised they spent so much to decorate, because by October they will be moving back to the winter home. And here I'm a little lost in translation. I don't quite understand why they tied up the baby like this. I believe this is what they believe would be good for the baby, I think. And we're back to Ogi, to the Naadam festival in the bigger town. Wrestling is actually Mongolian national sports, and they will compete during Naadam festival too. The one on the left here you see is last year's champion, this whole game took about 2 hours, and the younger one won this year. Here is our first river crossing, so Yuan was helping me to check the depth. Don't laugh, but yeah, because it's the first time, I just want to be more careful. And as you can see, it's actually really shallow. It's fun. And then we try something a little bit deeper, more muddy. It's a lot of fun. Wow, 好快手喎！
哇，咁樣大法啊！有天鵝先嚟睇下，都唔係啊，都 OK， 慢慢啲，唔好大力踩。唔係因為你隻腳落去咧，你唔會攝死啊！拖鞋反而。呢個奶面係嘛太熱啦！
Young probably have this for a week. This, I think it's salami or some sausage. Yeah, we're just trying to fix my roof rack for the third time, but instead of welding it back together this time, we put steel reinforcement plate on the legs, because my roof rack is actually made out of aluminium. That was the first mistake I made, because with the load I carry for long-term travel, I need a steel rack instead. And go with a bigger brand because they do better R&D in my opinion. We decided to drive back the next day to visit his family one more time before we leave the countries, and he's so happy to have the neighbors coming to visit him. So there's a lot of food happening, and one of the food they eat every day is buuz. I think that's what they call, and they drink a lot of milk tea. Here they preparing for lunch, and I think my struggle in Mongolia mostly around food, because their concept of vegetarian and vegan are very strange to them, because they're meat dominant. So every time I had to politely rejected the offer, but I could eat the buuz, so that's okay. And this is the typical way of sharing a meal together. Usually one person or two person cutting up the meat. If you're still watching, thank you for being here. This concludes my journey in Mongolia this time around. And if I could leave you one message, always be kind to other people, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. Thank you and take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.